starting to have an ocular migraine. So I just took some BC powder, which is aspirin and caffeine. Usually that will work. The only thing that I can think of that I've done differently is that I've been staying off of sugar, off of wheat, off of dairy, and we just had a pizza bowl without the crust yesterday, and it tasted really, really sweet. I'm using a bleach base cleaner to clean the toilet, and I smelled a lot of it this morning before I went on the walk with the dogs, and this is what I was using to clean the toilet. And that's the only two things that are really out of the ordinary that has happened, other than I've lost a bunch of weight because I've been off of sugar for a little over 2 weeks now, and I felt pretty darn amazing until this morning. So I'm gonna lay down after taking that BC powder and kind of explain what's going on with me right now. And this eye over here, I can see zigzagging lines starting. It's probably right about here right now. It started off walking, and it's neat. I can close my eyes and it's just amazing what these zigzagging lines look like. I mean, it's something that you just, unless you experience yourself, it's really extremely difficult to explain what this vision looks like. I mean, there's some pretty good descriptions, artist renderings of what it looks like, but it's pretty much like trying to explain sight to a blind person, you know, or sound to a deaf person. Unless you experience it, you just can't explain it. So right now it's zigzagging all the way out this way over to here. It looks like it's really bright right here right now, and I would say it's kind of like electricity going like that. But when most people think about, you know, electricity zapping, they see blue. However, this is not blue, this is white, and I would say that it's more of lightning color. Imagine seeing lightning streak across the sky, but then have it arc in a zigzagging way like this, constantly, like throbbing or pulsating lightning. That's probably the best that I can describe it right now. I've had these before and they last about 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes over the course of the 20 minutes, I feel like maybe I'm having an electrical storm happen across my brain, because I go from being normal to feeling like I'm losing my ability to speak and think and use my brain. So maybe an ocular migraine is a visual seizure. That would make a lot more sense, because afterwards, after the 20 minutes, it's like you feel the pain in the head. And if I was driving, I'd have to stop driving, because it really interferes with your vision. It has a weird effect on your vision, and it's difficult to see. So with my eyes open, I'm seeing the zigzag kind of pulsating, flashing lightning. However, it's if you have floaters, imagine floaters in a zigzagging line that's pulsating, similar to lightning, but transparent to where it's almost like floaters, where you try to look and you can't see it, because every time you look, it stays over here in your in your view. Oh, I'm starting to feel the headache. I can feel it back here. It's actually on my left side that I feel the headache, and the visuals are over here on the right hand side. That's weird. So I'm seeing the zigzag, and I'm feeling the headache start right back there. I took the BC powder because I've noticed that having that aspirin and caffeine right at the start of this really helps as far as it doesn't hurt as bad. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything as far as the visual effect. I can still see this over here. I can still feel the headache, but it's not as bad. And this was going on maybe 10 minutes before I turned on the camera. We were out walking the dog, and I'm like, why can I not see out of my eye? And I closed my eye, and I saw the zigzag. And it was just a little tiny thing right here when it first started. I'm like, oh crap. So we made it home. I took that BC powder, and I decided to record what I see and what's going on mentally, because I've done this before, and I would look back because it kind of has an effect of making you forget. So even though this is happening to you, you kind of forget the effects. And when you try to recall it later after this is done, you just can't recall. So I'd watch this, or I'd watch the other ocular migraine videos, and I would remember as I watch it, I guess, if you want to call it that. But it really, it's weird, and I'm starting to feel kind of brain dead and difficult to make sentences, and just kind of like I'm drugged a little bit. So getting these, like if you're driving or at work, is very disturbing, because if you are working on a project or something, it just sort of just knocks you on, and it's difficult to focus and concentrate. It's out here and on the outside. I got an ocular migraine this morning while walking the dogs. I know, I haven't had one of these in such a long time, and I just don't know what the hell the trigger is. No, I didn't have candy at all. I've been off of sugar for more than 2 weeks, and I'm not messing that up by having candy. I'm just off of sugar. I'm still doing artificial sweetener, like in the coffee, or artificial sweetener in the lemonade stuff and different drinks. But I really want to get off of sugar and sweeteners and caffeine, and I don't do milk at all. I just won't do milk. I know that hurts me. I know that sugar hurts me. That's why I'm staying off of sugar. I just started a little workout program, which was very easy this morning, but maybe that's something else that's happening, because I haven't worked out in forever. But I do more exercise when I'm flying paramotors. So it's not like I'm exerting myself more than normal. Anyway, I'm hoping that I can fly this afternoon and hoping that this doesn't mess up anything for as far as work. I clock in about 20 minutes. It's about 20 till 9 right now. The zigzagging is almost done. I can't see it, but I can still feel that it's over there. Kind of like your peripheral vision. You can kind of see something over here, but you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's still there, but almost gone. Which is about right, because I've been talking for a little over 10 minutes right now, and it was going on in about 10 minutes before I turned this on. So that's about right, 20 minutes. I don't have that big thumping headache because I took that BC powder. That seems to be a savior. And I'm just gonna kick back and relax for the next 20 minutes before I need to clock in and work. Thank goodness I work from home, and I don't need to drive anywhere. So that's what's been going on. I've been off of sugar, I'm off of dairy. I'm still eating carbohydrates. I'm eating cheese, but that doesn't seem to bother me. I'm eating more of a plant-based, whole foods, including meat, fish, diet. So I'm trying to stay away from things that I can't even think anymore. I need to just rest and pretend that this didn't happen, and go on with my day here. So I'm going to take a rest for 20 minutes. Thank you for watching, and let me know in comments down below. Has this happened to you, where you had an ocular migraine, and is there any triggers that you know of? Anything that helps prevent them once you know that they're starting? Anything at all that can help. Thank you guys for watching.